Hi, my babies. Hi. Yeah, I have a tiger robe also. Yeah, I got tiger beds and I got tiger robe. Who's this, guys? Come on now, I'm back. Let's get this done. Freemasons.
It's the world's most well-known secret society. Rich with symbols and ritual, it's the source of legends, parodies.
Who controls the British pound? Who keeps the metric system down? We do.
And conspiracy theories.
Because so much organized crime uses the Masonic secret system and the good old boy network to be able to get away with murder. And I mean murder.
Welcome to the world of Freemasonry.
See that? Now let's see what else they have to say.
True or false, the Masons are a secret society.
No, that's false.
UCLA history professor Margaret Jacob is one of the world's leading experts on Freemasonry. True or false, Freemasonry is a religion.
No, it's false.
True or false, Masons were behind the American Revolution.
False. False, false.
Okay, but what about on the dollar bill? The eye and the pyramid?
Yeah.
I mean, that's Masonic, right?
No, everybody says it's Masonic. In fact, it's a commonplace in the 18th century, that particular set of symbols.
True. Freemasons laid the cornerstone of America. Well, at least some of its most iconic structures. So what is Freemasonry? Simply
Did you see the White House was included?
put, it's the world's oldest and largest fraternity. Its membership a who's who of world
John Wayne.
history. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Winston Churchill, Mozart, Davy Crockett, Franklin Roosevelt, Harry Houdini, Gerald Ford, Henry Ford, John Wayne, even Colonel Sanders.
Wow. Wow, that's some crazy ass shit. Even Colonel Sanders. We all knew what he was about. We knew it. One thing he was in the Ku Klux Klan. He was in the KKK. What they have to say?
If you want to be a Mason, you can petition a local lodge for membership.
Not a woman.
You'll need to demonstrate good character and belief in some sort of supreme being. Oh, and in almost all lodges, it's men only.
Told you.
Next, you're up for a vote, says New York.
Do you see that chain? That's the same chain that Money Stacks had a picture of with the three guys that looked like waiters, and they actually were not waiters. They had the chain on. They actually are in the society. They were just outside, I guess.
State Grandmaster James Sullivan.
The lodge votes to accept you, and then you have the 3 degrees that you go through.
Once you earn the 3rd degree, and yes, that's where the phrase comes from, you can...
What could be the 3rd? What could be the 1st? What could be the 2nd? Your soul, your body, and your mind. That's what I think.
join any number of Masonic offshoots. Take Brent Morris. He's a 33rd degree Mason and a historian at the House of the Temple for the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite of the Southern Jurisdiction. You know.
Yeah, we know. We know what it's about. So let's just go ahead and let him...
Oh, it's that big building in Washington, D.C.
Oh,
this
really?
isn't like the Masonic Vatican, but it's an important building.
It's an important building. Absolutely right. It's one branch of Freemasonry in the United
Yeah, I wonder what goes on inside that building. I would love to know. It's right near the White House.
States, and that's our headquarters building.
Inside, the Temple Lodge room is a stunner. And downstairs, there's this.
This is the flag that Buzz Aldrin took to the moon with him.
This flag, Supreme Council 33 Southern Jurisdiction, went to the moon. Wow. Now, if tiny hats and small cars are your thing, then there are the party animals of Freemasonry, the Shriners. You may know them better for their 22 children's hospitals, where patients don't have to pay a cent. The Masons are philanthropic. They reportedly donate $2 million to charity every day.
Wow.
Freemasonry began in medieval Europe as a guild for stonemasons, but lived on as a social organization.
1717, the first Grand Lodge is created in London. And now there are many men in these lodges that are not associated with a trade organization. They're gentlemen masons.
They're not stonecutters.
They're not stonecutters. And so something has happened. A modern fraternity has been created.
It wasn't long afterward that the conspiracy theories began.
All these men with different neighborhoods, different professions, meeting in the cafe, breaking bread together, doing rituals. What could this be? So the response on the part of the authorities was, oh my God, this is a conspiracy.
And so in 1738, Pope Clement XII issued the Catholic Church's first decree against Freemasonry. And it still applies today.
Good. And now, when the Freemasons came into the United States,
In the U.S., Freemasonry flourished until its secrecy made it the object of suspicion here, spawning America's first third party, the Anti-Masonic Party. It elected 8 congressmen, but lost the 1828 presidential election to Andrew Jackson, a proud Mason. Today, Freemasonry has about 1.3 million members in the U.S., down from 4 million in 1959.
Oh God, Heavenly Father, the supreme architect of the universe.
Among the members today, African Americans, formerly relegated to a separate black-only branch of Freemasonry. And then there are members like those in Colonial Lodge number 1821 of Washington, D.C. Most of them are in their 20s, and some attracted to Freemasonry by Dan Brown novels and movies like National Treasure.
They formed a new brotherhood called the Freemasons in honor of the builders of the Great Temple.
Who here was...
I want to see that movie. As a matter of fact, I am going to see that movie. As soon as I get back, I'm going to see that movie.
sort of drawn by the mystery?
I mean, I think that's part of it. I think it's all. I think it's a combination of history,
Look at this.
tradition, and mystery as well.
You know there's ritual, but you don't know what it is.
Exactly.
How can you not?
That's a lure.
They don't know what the rituals are. They don't know. How do you not know what goes on in your own club? Because that's what it is a club. It's a fucking club. Now, they're letting blacks in. Huh? They're letting Hispanics in.
I mean, that's the reason people join Freemasonry and not the Rotarians.
So what about those secrets? What would happen if I found out the secret handshake and I weren't a Mason?
Nothing.
You wouldn't have to kill me?
We might take you out and buy you a beer. The secrets of a Mason represent my integrity as a man. I took a promise that I would not tell you what the secrets of a Mason are. I didn't take a promise that I would care if you know what they are.
Also a big secret? The meetings. No non-Masons or cameras are allowed, but St. John's Lodge number 1 of New York City agreed to give us a glimpse of one. For meetings, Masons dress up in their Sunday best, and just like...
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Let me bring it back here a second.
Also a big secret? The meetings. No non-Masons or cameras are allowed, but St. John's Lodge number 1 of New York City agreed to give us a glimpse of one. For meetings, Masons dress up in their Sunday best, and just like the original stonecutters, wear aprons. At the center of any lodge room is an altar.
And all the activities of the lodge take place about the altar.
Piers Vaughn is the lodge master. And when people talk about religion here in a meeting...
Look more like a bed to me. Look more like a bed to me. Look at that. I like a bed, but don't look like a bed. I never seen an altar that looks like a bed.
Lodge master. And would people talk about religion here in a meeting?
Absolutely not. There are certain subjects which are prevented from discussing within the lodge, and religion is one, politics is another.
Religion and politics. Someone said that Masons were raised right.
Yes.
And then there are the ceremonies. Each one teaches a moral lesson related to the legend of one Hiram Abiff, the architect of King Solomon's temple. They can be a little unusual, as pointed out in this recruitment video.
Even while blindfolded, try to concentrate on what you are asked, what is said to you, and what is happening around you. Everything will be explained to you in later sections of the degree.
When a candidate comes into the door, he's blindfolded because symbolically he's in a state of darkness, because Masonry is all about moving from darkness into Masonic light.
That it's about being unenlightened and then enlightened.
That's right.
As for what happens after that, well, that's a secret. But for members, Freemasonry is about something much simpler.
I have met a group of men that I enjoy being with. These are people that I go out to dinner with, we socialize together. They're guys I like to hang with.
I bet.
They're my friends.
They're his friends. There you got it, guys. I just wanted to show you what they were about. Everybody's talking about them, but nobody's looking into them. We already know what happened that night. That awful, awful night. And when I tell you it was an awful night, in my house, I'm having paranormal stuff. I'm seeing, as a matter of fact, my stepbrother that died, Pito. I'm seeing him in my house. I'm seeing Kanika in my house. As a matter of fact, Malaya, that little child. And that's because I'm asking them to come through to my house. And I feel them here. I could feel them. And at night, well, day before yesterday, in the nighttime, I felt Kanika going. I was going to go upstairs, going past in the kitchen, and I saw her. Her hair was a mess all around her. And when I went up to her and I told her, why don't you push your hair back? Let me see your face. And she said, no. And I went to touch her hair to feel if what I was seeing was real. And when I pulled her hair back, she had a hole in her chest. A hole in her chest. I've asked her to come to my house. I've asked little Malaya that died. I've asked these spirits to come into my house. But I've asked them not to stay, but to come in and let me at least know that I could feel them and help them feel better. Because, let me tell you something, whoever talks about Candace Starr is a bitch. But I'm not going into that. Whoever does that is fucked up, because Candace Starr, I don't follow her because I have my personal reason. But she is talented. She knows what she's doing. And anybody can hear the words. She has such a great connection with these spirits that they love her. And they're going to love her daughter. They already love her other daughter, Taz. They talk about her. They love her. They told Candace she was pregnant before she knew it. People who talk about her are just jealous of her because she has a real connection. And even though I don't follow her, because I don't do it because she doesn't believe in God, but what do I know what she believes in? I know that she, I just think that she is a very, very good, I mean, she's great. She's the best. On YouTube, Candace Starr is the best. And she doesn't have to even do anything. All she does is turn the box on and they all want to speak to her. They love her. They tell her how much they love her. Just like I heard Kanika in my ear tell me, please don't leave me. Please don't leave the case. Because after I got suspended for 7 days, and I come back on, and I just don't want to deal with nobody that I don't need to deal with. Nobody come on my page. If you come on my page and you leave a message, a nasty message, I will just remove them. I will no longer ever talk about any of yous ever again. What you throw away, you don't pick back up. Remember that, guys. And I love you. I just wanted you to know what really went down. And the Freemasons, the secret society, has these children killing each other. Now, guys, we have the secret society of the women, which we just heard them say they were no women.
They're one of the most secretive organizations in the world.
3 knocks to get in.
There are certain secrets that you have to earn.
Famous for unexplained rituals.
I can explain the rituals, but guess what? I'm not going to do that.
I was prepared to be a Freemason. In my heart. Describe the mode of your preparation. My right arms, left breast, and knee made bare. There has been this notion that we somehow use goats in our rituals because we're somehow satanic.
And they face regular accusations of corruption.
There are people who are genuinely afraid to declare
Amen.
Freemasons.
They're no more corrupt than anybody else.
Did you hear that?
When bad happens, there are a whole horde of people who are digging to see whether Freemasonry was involved.
All the men in my family are Freemasons. I'm the only girl to go into Masonry. If a man can do it, so can I.
For the first time, we've been given access inside this highly secretive society to find out the truth behind the intrigue.
We have nothing to hide that's sinister.
No.
We're trying to take over the world, despite all these conspiracy theories.
They're not conspiracy. They're the truth. Talk the truth, woman. If you so high up, the same way, this is what I'm explaining to you, Wayne. This is the same way that, I'm sorry, I talked a little bit Mexican there. I said way, because I hang out with them. But what I'm trying to tell you is that they said there were no women. And here we see women. And they're willing to do anything for these men. Anything. And when I mean anything. Do you see one black person there? One black woman? Do you see one Hispanic woman? Do you see any kind of woman that isn't Caucasian? No, but there is somebody back here hiding. They're hiding back there. You see that face? They have somebody there hiding them. Female Freemasons, secret society world.
The Freemasons are a secretive society that practice rituals in a temple and promote brotherly love. Although they have always been associated with men, we've gained access to the 2 female Freemason groups in the UK, the Order of Women Freemasons and the Honourable Fraternity of Ancient Freemasons, central London. But this is the international headquarters of one of the most secretive and mysterious organisations in the world, and for the first time, they're exclusively opening the doors to us.
I wonder why. To wash her, to brainwash her, to think that they are just a secret society, and once they close those doors and nobody can come in. Do you really think that they're going to perform a ritual in front of this woman? A real ritual? Let me tell you something. They would never allow anybody to see anything they do. Anything they do.
This is the Order of Women Freemasons. There's a meeting today for the quarterly communication of Grand Lodge, where only members of a certain rank can attend.
The Most Worshipful the Grand Master, Christine Chapman.
And this is the second group we've been given access to.
See the chain? The chain the waiters had on in Money Stacks on video? The same chain.
Honourable Fraternity of Ancient Freemasons.
Right Worshipful Assistant Grand Master, whom do you represent?
Hiram, Prince of Architects, Most Worshipful the Grand Master.
And your duty?
To lay plans, draw designs, and assist the Most Worshipful the Grand Master in the execution of her work.
Christine Chapman, a former bookkeeper, is hoping to be re-elected for the top job of Grand Master.
The fraternity, and she has to provide direction. She's the person with whom the buck stops. If there's any problems, she takes ultimate responsibility for everything. And she's the head of the fraternity.
What happens behind those closed doors?
Formed in 1908. Their male counterparts have been meeting for at least 300 years. Their practices involve secret handshakes, rolling up their trouser legs, wearing blindfolds, and even nooses around their necks.
Nooses.
They're currently headed up by the Queen's cousin, the Duke of
Nooses around their neck.
Kent. But Freemasons have been accused of favouritism, helping each other rise up the career ladder and covering up each other's mistakes.
Now, I'm going to stop it there real quick and I'm going to tell you something. Teresa wanted to become an Eastern Star. Okay? She wanted to become an Eastern Star in the Masonry. That's why she sacrificed whatever you want to call her. Who knows where the real one is? But the one that played the part, I have so much information that I got in the week that I got suspended because of, we're not going to get into the New Orange is Black, but this secret society is nothing but a con. They get you in, they do a ritual, and people say, oh, we don't use lamps. No, you use people.
The Home Affairs Committee have already called for greater openness.
In 1997, there were calls from former Home Secretary Jack Straw for officers and judges to make voluntary disclosures about their membership. By 2009, he scrapped the rule after the Masons threatened to take the government to court.
There are people who are genuinely afraid to declare that they are Freemasons because of the public perception that somehow means that they're a corrupt individual or that they're somebody who is a little bit dodgy. And that's categorically not the case. I would say quite the opposite is true.
As a matter of fact, let's get into that. So she has to sit in the other chair until she's able to rise into the high chair. And this is exactly what I wanted to tell you guys. Teresa wanted to become an Eastern Star in the Masonry because of two men that are involved in the Masonry. And they have recruited all these children from Chicago and put guns in their hands and had them fire at people who were innocent. You couldn't even get a loaf of bread on the corner without being shot at. It's just ridiculous. Just as ridiculous as I find the secret society. And you all may say that I'm crazy for saying that, but come on, guys. Let's get into it. Let's really get into it. The guy with the whole red jogging outfit and the guy with the white beanie. We know 100% they were raping, killing, kicking, beating. And Leonora was there because, like I said, on Candace's Star, Candace is not a fake. And whoever calls her a fake is the one that's the fake, because Candace has the gift. And I'm kind of getting a gift myself. I'm getting Kanika in my kitchen. I'm getting things thrown off my counters in the middle of the night. My My blender turned on by itself. It would not have scared me if it was plugged, but it wasn't. What you see here is a society of people who do whatever they want, and they're allowed. They're allowed. They are allowed. I wanted to bring up something before I go. The gift box. I made my decision on who gets the gift box, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow. I'm trying to get my videos from my phone to my page. I don't know what's going on, but you guys will be able to see the video if you look for it. I need my subs. I need my 3,000 subs back. I'm not starting from zero. Let's go, girls. Let's go, guys. Let's get it. I love you guys. Mwah.